Alright boys, here are the smokes on Mirage. Here's the CT smoke. This one is my least favorite because you're kind of far behind everyone. And then I'll show another one here in a little bit which I like more. But that one's really consistent. Smoke CT. This one I like a little bit more, lining up there. Now, I've noticed that the smokes in this game, there is kind of like an RNG to it. Sometimes you can get it to land on the in this little spot and it won't bounce. It'll get trapped under the wood, and that'll make it harder for CTs to jump up and get a one-way. Another CT smoke, if you're in a clutch or something, let's say you're in like a 1v2, you kill the guy at default, this is a good CT smoke, so you don't have to like come up here and like do one of these or like one of the, you know. This one works really well. It does take a long time for it to bounce, so if you get a kill A ramp, get the entry, just come up here and throw the smoke, maybe reload, maybe throw a flash over jungle, you know, whatever. But that's another pretty consistent way to smoke CT. The stairs smoke is probably the easiest one, has like a 100% success rate. Go to this little knot a little bit above, right in between, chuck it and you're good. And then here is the jungle smoke. Now, the jungle smoke is good if no one's coming up con. You want to throw this one. If someone is coming up con, you throw it right up here. So you line up here, go a good like meter above, throw that, and that will land. You can kind of see it here, but that one will land here and just block off snipers. It does take a while for the smoke to fully plume. So for the first like 1 to 2 seconds, someone can just watch this corner and they can see stairs, but after like a few seconds after it's fully done blooming, it'll cover it up. So that's the smokes for a site. Alright boys, oops, here are the smokes for middle. Line up at this corner. There's hold D for a good second. Huck it. This one has about a 70% success rate. Sometimes you'll get a really unlucky bounce, but for the most part, like I said, 70% of the time it'll work. Here's the window thing, or the connector thing, sorry. You want to aim a little bit to the right of the middle of this rug. This one will block off connector. And then if you're going up, let's say you're doing like an A split, whatever, come in the middle of this, to the left of this plant, up to here, jump throw, that'll smoke off the catwalk, as you can see. And that is all of the mid smokes. Alright, oops, my goodness, keep forgetting to turn no clip off. Okay, so okay, so here are all the B smokes you need to know. This one is window, that's just a jump throw in that corner, top of that, jump throw, peasy easy. This one, line up in the middle of this, in between here, chuck that. This one is a little bit more difficult, get nudged in this corner here, or a little bit above this, jump throw there, that'll smoke off cat. This one, I don't really like this smoke. I think it is kind of dumb. I think it favors the CTs, but I'll do it anyways just to show you. Kind of want to aim between there, line up in between here. This smoke I don't like because it kind of allows CTs to play around with it. Also, it allows them to like get outdoor a little bit easier because they can't be seen from apps, whatever. But yeah, that's another smoke you can learn. This one, come up here in this corner, see if I remember it. I think it's right here. Yep, that one. That'll smoke off catwalk, but it doesn't get the arches. So obviously if someone is playing here or playing, you know, in this little gay spot right here, they can still push. But if you have intel, maybe that they're up cat, maybe they pushed mid, they're gonna wrap around, no one can be arches. That's a good smoke because it allows you to get up. Let's say like right here, yep, no, you can get up and watch this without being in a smoke. So those are all the B smokes on Mirage. Alright boys, and then here are some smokes you can do on CT, help you with retakes and all that sort of stuff. There's obviously not a lot because I mean smokes on CT aren't very hard to throw. Here's an A ramp one, keeps you hidden from ramp mostly. You can peek in that little corner, but beginning of the round, it's nice to throw. Let's say you can't afford a molly or whatever. Come to this little spot right here, aim like right there, throw right there, it'll land at your ramp. Another one that's safer, you can come behind triple, chuck it here, it even lands a little bit faster. Also on the, I mean, everyone knows the palace smokes and all that. In CT, let's say you're playing connector or whatever, this smoke is good to throw. Gives you sort of a one-way, and you can also push out here, get on top of the little bench. Boys, and here's the retake smokes for B. Oops, I do not remember all of them. There's actually like, there's one you throw from here that I don't remember, but this one I do somewhat remember. I think it's like right here, aim about 3/4 of the way up the antenna. It's a jump throw, and that'll land actually in the apartments. That helps a little bit, obviously. Another one is this one right here. You can't be seen, but you can smoke off like the apartments. The problem with this smoke is you can't see anything from here, so they can creep up onto this thing, and they can jump out the window. Obviously, you can't see deep into apps, but those are the retake smokes on B. Those are the only two I remember, but yep.